welcome back, welcome back. So, I finally got myself a day off. Lost my chewing tobacco. No, I didn't. And thought we'd play a chess game. I thought about doing a speedrun game, but we'll get back to that. I want to play against somebody my own level today because I'm just desperate to lose more elo and be pissed about it the rest of the day. So, let's go ahead and jump in here. I played a few games on here on my own a couple of days ago. Well, probably a couple of weeks ago now, actually. And lost like 50 points of rating. So I don't have particularly high hopes here. But I don't even really want to play this guy. Thank God. I didn't want to abort it, but, you know, I'd lose 16 points if I lost to that dude. Oh, shit. What did I do that for? No, don't do that. That's the one. That's the one. Where I haven't played a lot of chess here recently, well, I've played a lot of bots, but they're weird. So I worry that, you know, I'm not going to be in top form here. But we'll see what we get here. All right, we just get ourselves a Sicilian. I really should kind of look and see what I should do if they leave it there. Or maybe if they do this. It's too early. Okay, well, there you go. So I think that this is the rouser, right? So if I play here and he does that, take, 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 he ends up with double isolated pawns. If I go here and he takes and I take, yeah, I'm not sure about that move. So if I go here, that isn't a pin. He could play that. But then takes, 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 here. I'm going to play this. I don't know if this is the right move, but, I mean, I feel like it can't be terrible. And also, don't forget, I could play here and now that is still in a pin. That's protected by the knight. This, I could just take that and we're happy. If I play here and he takes, so let's say I take, he takes, I win this, threatening this guy. So here, that, this, double attacking here, right? Here, here, this. He would play here, wouldn't he? That. If he played there, you take, he takes, and that's not great. But I do feel like opening the center is probably the right move. So let's do that. So again, I could take, and take. That leaves him with double isolated pawns. So I could play that, but then he just does this, and then that sucks. So I think we've got to take. And we'll double and isolate those pawns. He can't capture here, or I'll do this. So that's okay. He's got a pin here. I could play this. Well, we definitely have a better position. We're better. You know, that's that. So I could play here, hit this, this, and this. Is it premature? I mean, look, if I could get rid of that bishop pair, I think you should. If I castle, is there anything that he could do? Well, maybe he plays... No, that doesn't help. I actually like this. Because I would like to play that and get the king off of his starting square. Right? So maybe you play here and he comes down, though. And then you take and he adds more pressure like that to the pawn. Now, if he castles, that's got to be bad, right? I'm up 2 pawns. Should I get rid of this bishop? Here, here, take. Recaptures, here. He plays that. I'm going to castle. I don't know what the best move is. I don't know what the best move is there, but I feel like castling can't be awful. I think he should probably play c4 here. I really think that knight move was the best move. But, I mean, look, I'm castled. Well, that's definitely not good. Here takes. Yeah, I think it's time. Let's get this centered opened up. Center opened up. If he takes me, I'm happy. If he does not take me, I think you bring the rook over, and then you just take him, or push. Because if this guy comes over, that's a threat. That's a threat that you can't get away from. So he's going to have to do something here. I don't want to be reckless, but I've got an advantage and I need to push it. I don't want to take with the pawn, I don't think. Right? I don't want to take his f-pawn with my pawn, because that just invites the knight out into the board. I think you play the rook over first and start making those threats, because then you could play knight takes e4, e5, then knight takes on c6 check, taking the queen with the knight. So you're setting up more threats if you have the rook in front of the king. So I think that's probably the better way to do this here. So just hope that he does something crazy and we'll go from there. We've got those pawns shoved down his throat though right now. I mean, listen, it's never too late for me to absolutely drop the ball, but and if he does take, do I recapture straight away? Or do you put the rook in front of it? You might just put the rook in front of it. Yeah, and now now there's some pressure here. This forces him back, and then that traps the bishop, and that is a monstrous problem. So if I take, that's hanging. So what does he play? That? How does he protect this? He's got either of those two squares. This one is probably more ideal than the others. If I take and he plays this, I've got to check. I mean, look, let's start opening this up. This is under fire. What are you going to do about it? You've got to protect it. That's not protecting it. So that drops that guy. I have this move. That's a check, but I don't think there's any reason to play that. This is hanging. I don't see a good argument for leaving him out to dry. This move feels like it's probably on the agenda. Could take and do that. But I just think that coming home is probably perfectly reasonable. If I come here and he does that, this guy is lost. Well, let's not lose on time. Let's start with that. So, I don't want to play this. Let's come home. There's no reason not to come back. It looks reasonable enough to me. And I'm expecting him to play his rook over. And if that is what he decides to do, okay. But this move, I feel like, yeah, so here, that's a check. And that forces him back. Because if he comes over, he loses the queen. So I think now is a good time because this also guards this square. So he's got really one logical choice. So this is check, forces him back. Then I could push, or this check here, hitting the queen and that. He would come back, threatening the knight. Check. Yeah, I think that's the move. Because these two are forkable. So no matter what happens here, I've got this move next. But the problem is, when I take this and get this check, I think that you have eliminated the defender of this square, which opens up the possibility for you to hang your queen in one move, which is obviously, you know, what you're looking for in this kind of position. If I play this and he attacks him, I don't have an easy way out of here. So I have this, and then if he took, I could play here. I think, though, I want to do this. I need this guy to move for me to be able to play this. So if I play here and he takes, I could just take. So I think let's develop that with tempo. That's defended. So that's okay where it's at. This is defended by the knight. It's attacked by the knight, but if the knight were to take, I would have that in-between move taking the rook. So he can't take because of the knight, and he can't take this way because of the bishop, and he can't obviously take that way because, again, the knight. I got it 6,447 degrees in this house, dude. It is crazy in here. Good, sweet Jesus. Could play here. This move, if he takes, he loses a piece. So that forces him to do that. But then he gets hit with that. So check. There must be a mate here. Check. If I took this and he went here, I would play that check. check, that forces him over. Then I come in threatening checkmate, but then he takes. So I have that check, and I think that activating the queen here straight away is good. Check. So I take, he takes, check. He takes, I take, check. Queen takes, I pick up the bishop. So 3, 4, 9, 3. So that would be an even trade, right? Here, here, check, here, takes, check, comes over, check, takes, oh, he's threatening to take her out here. If he takes, if I play this and he takes, I would capture here. The rook would take, I would play this. He blocks like that. I got this check, forcing him over. Play here. Takes. I could do that. If he takes here, could step over. I'm going to play this. I'm going to do this. Go ahead and get it into the game, and then I'll sort this out. He has to go here. Now what do I play from there? Alright. This is a fairly reasonable candidate move, hitting this guy straight away. Yeah, let's do that. He's got that check, but I'm not worried, I don't think, about that check. If anything, I could just sidestep the check. So it's not... And I think you would sidestep it this way. Well, actually, this forces him to do something. Probably that. Honestly. Because if he stays here, I'll push this, and that's goodbye, goodbye bishop. Here, takes, check, check, takes, check. If he takes, that's a check. So here, if he stepped up, you got another check. So, boom. Is it right? I don't know. Am I going to play it? You're goddamn right I'm going to play it. That's how you fucking smoke somebody, boys and girls. That's how it's done. That's how it's done. That was a fucking beautiful game. I'm out of coffee, though. 64%. 85.7. Look, I mean, was it beautiful? No. Was it effective? Yeah. Yeah. Nice. I mean, God, look what an advantage, though. Perfect. Yes, break it open. Okay. Yep. Rip this bitch apart. Oh, double. Yeah. All right. Nice. Okay. Beautiful. I thought that was a brilliant move, but perhaps it was not. What was the best move? Dude, get the fuck out of here. I mean, that was good enough. I mean, you know, would I beat Magnus Carlsen like that? Probably not. But, you know, this dude's not Magnus Carlsen. Anyway, that feels good, man. That feels good. It's been a while since we've gotten a game in against somebody at our rating. So, just knowing we're still playing reasonable chess, that feels good. Man, I hope you guys have been doing well. You know, like I said, I ain't been around. I've been working a whole lot of hours. And thank you, everybody that came out and was you know, supportive in my last video. Like I said, I got some stuff going on, or you know, well, the work stuff, the relationship things. That's, you know, but I just wanted to give some context in that video. So I wasn't trying to throw a pity party, but I do really appreciate everybody that, you know, came out and, you know, kind of had some supportive things to say and everything. So you guys, thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything, and y'all have a good night, good afternoon, whatever it is where you're at, and I'll see you all in the next video. Later, guys.